Hello beautiful and welcome back to my channel and welcome to this video that's going to be this week's new makeup releases where I am going to chat about the makeup that's been released, announced and sneak peeked, and I'm going to let you know whether or not I want to pick it up, whether or not I already did pick it up, and you let me know down in the comments whether or not you want to pick it up. And remember, it is okay to disagree. Friends do not always agree about makeup and beauty, but friends are always kind and respectful towards each other. And if you haven't been there before, if this first video here, hello, my name is Angie. I'm such a lover of beauty makeup. I love everything beauty makeup related, especially things that are a little bit more on the colorful side, like this look right here. And if you want to see more of that, don't forget to subscribe because I upload 5 videos every week. Yes, besties, we are back to uploading 5 times a week. Listen, I want to say summer is over. It is not. It's like literally so warm outside. But I'm gonna get back to the swing of things. I'm uploading 5 videos a week, and you're probably thinking, bitch, there was no video on Wednesday. And you're absolutely correct. The video is gonna be on Saturday instead. So tomorrow there's gonna be a video on my channel. This look right here is the member exclusive video for September. It's gonna be uploaded on my channel in the beginning of September. If you're a member, I always post them in the community tab because sometimes notifications doesn't 100% work when it comes to membership things. If you're not a member of my channel and you want to check it out, there's a button next to the subscription button down below. There's also a link in my description box where you can read more about it if you want to be an extra supporter. It's absolutely optional. If you don't want to do it, there's still going to be 5 videos a week on my channel. Nothing really changes. We're also going to have the member exclusive live session tomorrow on Saturday morning, my time, which is Central Standard Time. We're just gonna catch up. Maybe we'll have some morning coffee and just chit chat about the makeup community. That is for tier 2 and tier 3 of my membership. Again, you can read about that in the membership, and I will post about it in the community tab if you want to set your alarm and all of that. Remember, like I said, that YouTube is not 100% accurate when it comes to pushing out notifications about member exclusive things. So if you want to catch up on the live chat, don't forget to set an alarm. Okay, was that everything I wanted to say about that? Ooh, I feel like I sped through that. Ooh, can I say, sometimes I get the people telling me you need to talk faster. No, this is how I talk. I'm always going to talk like this. But YouTube has a button where you could either slow down or speed up a video on YouTube without actually having to tell me that I need to speak in a different way. That button is down below. If you want the videos to go a little bit slower, you have the option beneath every YouTube video. Don't forget to use the buttons because YouTube is actually here to help you when it comes to stuff like that. I often listen to YouTube videos a little bit faster because I'm like, get there faster. I want people to walk faster and I want people to talk faster, okay? I will still post all the things that I have on my face in a pinned comment down below in case you're interested in any of the items that I have on my face. All the things that I'm going to be talking about in today's episode is going to be in the description box. I'm going to try and have as much info as possible, including dates, prices, links, codes if I have anything like that. So check the description box for more info. And if you can't find the info, just ask in the comments. I try to read all my comments, but I get at least 100, sometimes 200-300 comments a day. It's really hard sometimes to keep up depending on the day of the week. So I'm doing the best I can. Let me scoochie to the side. And we can, is this okay? Let me move the lights a bit. Okay, give me some light. I'll be over here and we can put some things here. One thing that I want to talk about is the new palette by Nomad Cosmetics, and this is the video that you're going to be seeing tomorrow on my channel. This palette hasn't been 100% revealed yet. They haven't really revealed the destination. They haven't shown all of the colors, but you have been able to see a couple of sneak peeks from their Instagram, and I'm putting that here. I do have the palette. I've had it with me for some time, and I'm gonna have a video on it tomorrow on Saturday. As soon as they announce this on Instagram, check back on YouTube. I'm gonna have a video live and I will show you swatches, 2 looks, and let me tell you, spoiler alert, this is my favorite Nomad palette so far. Favorite Nomad palette so far. Really, I'm intrigued. I don't know yet when the release date of this is going to be, but I am going to put that in the description box of the video that I'm posting tomorrow. I do have a code with Nomad Cosmetics. My code is Angelica if you want to save 10% with ordering from the brand. But I am actually super excited about this video, so don't forget to check back tomorrow on Saturday to see the video. Because when I opened this palette, when I got it and I opened it, I literally did a... That's how the inside looks. I also want to mention that Rephr right now is doing their BOGO sale, which is basically buy one, get one for free. So you can buy a brush and then you can get another brush for free. It doesn't have to be the same brush. You can be like, if you want to get a number 2 and you want to get a number 13, you can put both of them in and they will just withdraw the sum of the least expensive brush. So if you buy 2 brushes, one is $13 and one is $14, you're going to get the one for $13 for free. You do not have to get the same brush twice. I will leave a link to the sale down below in case you are interested. The link down below, like my links, they are affiliated. And if you do shop through my links, thank you very much. It really does help out. I have a lot of favorite brushes from Rephr. It's one of my favorite brush brands, but number 13, 14, and 15, it's always a safe bet. If those are available, I cannot recommend them enough. And honestly, I would get maybe even more than one of those. If I didn't already have so many of those, I'd go in and buy more myself because I love them. There was something else that I got in the mail that it hasn't even, okay. No, never mind. I got something else in PR and I was like, oh, no, it hasn't even been announced that it's coming, but I got something really fun in the mail and we'll talk about it in the future. Just know that this isn't giving any kind of info. Please stop. Can we talk about the thing that I guessed correctly last week? And that is that Melt was doing a sneak peek and Dana, the owner, one of the owners of Melt, was holding up a compact and I was like, I think this is a bronzer because it makes sense for the brand to come out with bronzers. And yes, it is indeed bronzers from Melt. They're releasing 4 powder bronzers. They're calling them a matte powder bronzer. I think they even called it like a ultra matte. I don't know if you would scare people away by calling it an ultra matte because I feel like that sounds more scary than enticing. I actually do like a matte bronzer. I've been really into the matte bronzers that I have lately. I've been really loving the one from Jaclyn Cosmetics. It's honestly such a good bronzer, and also the one from House Labs, such a good bronzer. It's also matte, so I don't mind a matte bronzer. I just feel there's something about calling it ultra matte that is just like, it's like calling a balm product sticky balm. Like there's something about it that just doesn't really sell the product. I don't think I'm gonna be picking this one up because if there's one thing that I definitely do not need in my collection, it is bronzers. I have been buying and reviewing bronzers like there's no tomorrow. I literally like they're going out of style, which they clearly are not. So I think I will be skipping on this one. It's one of those things that maybe I'll buy it on the VIB sale. Oh, look at me planning ahead, but maybe I'll buy it for the VIB sale. It's one of those things that I could be like, I'm not against it. I just really do not need to be reviewing another bronzer at this point, especially not when I've found so many good bronzers this year. Still think it looks great. It's $39. It's the same price range as usual, which is around the same prices as Charlotte Tilbury has. If you're ever wondering about what the price range for a Melt product would be, look at NARS or Charlotte Tilbury. Melt usually is around that price range when it comes to products. So I think I'm gonna opt out of this one. There's another thing that first when I saw this, I was like super intrigued, and this is the Bronze Balm Sheer Sculpting Bronzer from Merit. And I was like, no, I don't want to get another bronzer. I've tried so many bronzers that have been so good and so many cream bronzers that have been so good. And I was like, no, I think I'm gonna opt out again. Maybe I'll get it in the future if it's getting good reviews. But then I actually saw that there was a place where you could opt in to get it in PR. I don't know if they're sending it to me or not, but I did opt in because I was like, oh, well, if they send it to me in PR, I mean, I could review it. There's no pressure of me having to like really like put it in the video to get like good value of like stuff that I bought myself. So I opted in for that. If I get it in PR, I will review it. But then I saw these pictures. Okay. Usually when brands are showing products, they usually show them in the absolute best light that you can. Like you have a professional put the products on, good lighting, good skin, maybe a little Photoshop, you know, making the products like look amazing. You know, you want to have that Cinderella moment. What is this? What is this? This is the actual pictures that Merit is using on Sephora to showcase their products. It's wrong. This looks wrong. What is going on? Do you need help? Like, this looks like someone who doesn't know anything about makeup is applying cream bronzer for the first time in the dark. I do not understand. It just looks very muddy and non-blended. It looks greasy and sticky, and I just cannot for the life of me understand what made the brand think like, oh yeah, these are the pictures that's gonna sell this product. And I love that it's not photoshopped. I love that they're having a different range of age and like sex and like all of that when it comes. I love that, but it just looks muddy and greasy, and I don't understand. I don't understand this. According to me, and I'm not professional. I used to work as a makeup artist. I used to freelance as a makeup artist. But I, as my opinion, I think that this is bad application or a bad product. Either way, if this is the picture, if I was owning the brand and this is the pictures that came out of the campaign, I would just be like, let's just not have any pictures. Let's just show the products and just see what happens, okay? I would be mortified if this was the product pictures for my product. Maybe they're trying to be like relatable, but I don't like those product pictures. So we'll see. If I do get it in PR, I'll see what I feel about it, but I will say those pictures were a choice. I did talk about the new KVD liquid lipstick formula that's coming. This is the Hyperlight liquid lipstick, and now we can see all the shades, and we can also see like which shades have been like renamed for new shades. This is my guess. Is this a stab in the dark? I think this is a fairly qualified guess. I am guessing that they are gonna sell, probably gonna put the old lipstick formula. I'm thinking they're probably going to put that on sale, and this is going to be the new lipstick formula. That's what I'm thinking, since it's the same shades and they renamed the shades. I'm thinking that this is probably going to be the new liquid lipstick formula. It makes no sense for them to bring back the same shades and to change the component if they're going to have two liquid lipstick formulas. I don't think they're going to do that. They did bring back a GOGO, which makes me very excited, but when you look, let me put the picture up here, you can see some of the old shades and what the new ones are called. And it says, loved this everlasting shade, tried this Hyperlight shade. So it's not 100% a dupe. Because when I look at a GOGO and then I look at the torch ginger, I can see that the torch ginger is what I don't like in oranges, which is that it pulls more of a pinky coral. The GOGO has more that yellow undertone. So I will say I'm a little bit sad to see they didn't dare to bring back a yellowy orange because it's so pretty. So I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, you can tell they're not dupes. They're just like in the neighborhood. Some of them look like more dupes than others, like Lolita and Lolita 2. Some of them look less dupey. These are already up on Sephora. They are $20, $2 each. They're not available, but you can look at the shades. I will link it down below in case you want to go and look through the shades. I am excited to see that they're bringing back like a fun color, like the blue one as well. I think that that's fun. I am excited about that. I think that that is fun. There is a new product coming from Give Beauty, and I really have been enjoying the Give Beauty products that I've tried. I think they're high quality. I really like them. I'm still wearing the eyebrow pencil. I wore the lipstick the other day. I think they're beautiful. And they have been sneak peeking that they're releasing a new lipstick formula, or like a new lip formula. And I answered one of their stories, and I was like doing one of these, and I was like, lip gloss? And they hearted my comment, and 2 days later they were announcing that it's lip glosses. They haven't shown the colors as I'm filming this, but it made sense that it will be lip glosses that's coming next. Gwen has been wearing a lot of lip glosses lately. Give is owned by Gwen Stefani, and honestly, I think their lip products have been pretty spot on. So I'm interested in trying the lip gloss. I'll probably buy a shade and try it out, especially if they have some of those more nudie milky shades that she likes to use. Sign me up. There's been an expansion from Light's Lacquer, which is the brand owned by Kathleen Lights. I usually do not talk about Light's Lacquer, and it's not because I don't like the brand, and it's not because I don't like Kathleen. It's because I really am not interested in nail polish, not even a little bit. I have blue nails right now. I always do my nails at a salon, and I just pick whatever gel polish that I feel like for the moment. And I never take any notice at what I'm using, and I never paint my own nails. Sometimes I'll paint my toenails. My friend Karen Harris is always shading me for doing my pedicure way too seldom and not keeping up, but listen, I probably should, but I'm just not the person that buys like lacquers for the nails. It's not a thing. But they're not coming out with some lip glosses, and I'm like, oh, that's exciting. So this is the Lacquer Lips and Tips, and it has press-on nails, which again, not for me. And then it has Jelly Balm lip lacquers. Looks beautiful. And then there are 3 new nail lacquers as well. The lip glosses look cute. 2 of them without sparkles. I love a lip gloss that's a little sheer with no sparkle. That is something I love. I could be about this. I could be about this. It looks cute. Miss Honey, That's Expensive, and Alyssa. They look really cute. I could be about this. I don't know. You're interested in hearing the formula, how the formula is, if like Kathleen's first venture, her brand's first venture into like cosmetic, like face makeup, if it's any good. Let me know what you think. I think this is available. Let me looky. I think this is available August 18th. What day is it today? Yeah. This is available. I will link it down below. I don't know if it's sold out or not, but I think it's exciting to see. It's always exciting to see a brand grow and come into more categories. There has been a lot of buzz about this new Urban Decay palette. This is called the She-Hulk palette. I feel like I'm fairly versed. I am the okay, Samantha, I love you, but I'm the opposite of Samantha March. I'm fairly well versed in like pop culture. Like I've seen the movies, I've seen the series, I've read the books, I've listened to the music, I've played the games. Like I know shit. I had no idea about She-Hulk. I'm guessing it's a thing, but I'm like, did they make that up for the series that is launching on Disney Plus, or is it something that has been here before? Like, is it a comic and they're just not? I will say, I literally looked at this and I'm like, She-Hulk? Are they just making up stuff at this point? And I'm like, maybe not. So here's the thing. Packaging, stunning. The big palette, I don't hate it. There could have been a matte green in there, but listen, Urban Decay. Urban Decay is the brand that will put a year of like work effort into packaging and then just a weekend before vacation time just to throw some shadows in there. Can we, why is there not a matte green in here? Give people a matte green so they at least can do a full green look if they wanted to with a matte and a shimmer, because a lot of people do like to do their makeup like that. Like, couldn't there have been a matte green in here? Is that too much to ask, really? Because I don't feel like I'm asking for too much with that. And then we have the small palette, and there's literally not a single green in that one. So you're telling me that you're releasing a She-Hulk palette. The Hulk is green. The actual color of green. The packaging is green. And then there are 6 beigey oranges in there. If there ever was a time to bring out the greens, I feel like this would have been it. So I'm a little surprised. I don't hate the big palette. I think honestly, if it's good quality, I think people could like it. But like I think, are these collections popular? Are they making money out of these? Because I feel like they've released so many of these palettes with different franchises that I feel have been not very popular, and I see them on sale so quickly, and I'm like, are we still making money here, or are we like spending money? Are we making money, or are we spending money? I will say Urban Decay seems like a brand that a lot of you are interested in. It's probably the brand that does the best on my channel, which is crazy to say, but yeah, Urban Decay, it's probably the brand that does the best on my channel. I know, I'm shocked too. So maybe I'll get it and just showcase it, I guess. I don't hate the looks that they did, and I feel like that big palette has potential if it is the good Urban Decay quality. That small one is a mystery. It's one of the mysteries of our time. Why would you do a She-Hulk palette in a green packaging with 6 oranges? Like I honestly, I cannot in even my wildest fantasy try to imagine what went through that decision. Not a single green? Who's this palette for? It's mystifying. Absolutely mystifying. Let's talk about another collab that you tagged me in, and you were like, is this better than Makeup Revolution? And this is the Powerpuff Girls with Idol Beauty. This is already available, and it is a palette. I think it's 4 lipsticks and a case. Oh, there's brushes. There's brushes. Here's the thing. I think the lipsticks look incredible. So cool and pretty. Like, honestly, the lipsticks are beautiful. Is it 3 lipsticks or 4 lipsticks? No idea. And the brush set, I mean, that's cool, I guess. The case, it's really, really cool. Am I back in focus? I'm sorry if I was out of focus for a really long time. I'm fairly sure that this palette has a bunch of pressed glitters, and that's not my journey. That's not what I'm here for. I do like there is a matte black and a matte white. I feel like this is a rainbow palette with a bunch of pressed glitters. I don't hate it, but I honestly don't need it either. The packaging is kind of cute. The front is really, really cute. I never heard about Idol Beauty. I don't know what that is about, but let me know what you think about this. I'll try and scour the internet and find it and link it down below. Not something that I need, but maybe you're interested. I mean, nothing can be as bad as that Makeup Revolution Powerpuff Girls palette. That was truly what nightmares are made of. This is something that I'm thinking about buying and sending with my mom back to Sweden. My mom and my stepdad is actually coming here in October to visit. I'm just gonna have to order plane tickets, but we have decided they're coming here in October. And this is the Super Goop collaboration together with the Minions. I know how, and I don't even have kids. But I know how hard it can be to convince kids that they need to wear SPF. Hi, Kaisa. Hi, honey. What is it? Okay, I feel like Kaisa wants to be here a little bit. This is the pup that we adopted. Yes, you're very cute. What do you want? What do you want? Are you bored? Okay. I know how hard it can be to convince kids to put SPF on. Like, it can be really, really hard. And my brother, sweetie, you're moving the whole thing. My brother has a son that has autism and he loves the Minions. So I'm thinking that maybe this could be a way to really convince him to wear SPF. Because it's hard to convince the boy to do anything, to be honest. I think this is cool because, like, so many kids love the Minions. So many kids are really hard to, like, convince to wear SPF. And I feel like this is honestly not the worst idea I've ever seen. And it makes so much sense with the blue cap and the yellow too. I think this is amazing. I'm not against it. I might actually pick that one up. I wonder if it's still available. I don't hate it. This is something that I totally missed when it happened. And I realized that I never talked about this. And I feel like I didn't mean to ignore the people that they were collabing with. And this is OFRA's collaborations that they always have this project influencer each year. And they're doing a collab with Glam with Suzan, Ali Dawson, and Hot Mess Mama. And Jessica Dadlani, I think that's her name, and they were doing basically collabs with them. And usually with this project influencer things, you get to pick your favorites and do bundles, or pick your favorites from OFRA's already existing line and put them in palettes or stuff like that, or put them in sets. So I'm super excited for the ones that got to do this collab this year. I totally missed to talk about this. My friend Heather Austin received this in PR and I'm like, oh, did I not talk about that? This is not me trying to shade you. Congratulations so much for your collab. That's such a huge accomplishment. I'm excited to see OFRA continue with this project influencer thing. I think that's honestly a really nice thing to give smaller influencers the chance to come up with their own collections. And this is the new collection from Colourpop. I did actually receive those graphics eyeliners from Colourpop. I put up a swatch video here on YouTube and also on TikTok if you want to see swatches of them. I just swatched them and I didn't give any thoughts or opinions on them because I need to try them a little bit more. But I am reserving judgment of how I feel about them until I've tried them, because some of them seemed a little iffy. But I didn't receive my PR package until Saturday. I don't know why I got it so late, but yeah. And I didn't receive this either. This is the High School Musical collection that they're doing. I've never seen the High School Musical. I thought it was a big series. And then my friend Karen told me that actually it's a movie. So I might actually just watch the movie today to just see it, because I don't think I've seen it. I think that this one was probably marketed towards someone that's younger than me. I'm 38. And when this one came out, I'm fairly sure that I was like an adult. And I wasn't like interested in like shows for what I thought at the point was kids. But this is a collection with a palette, some lip crayons, some eye pencils, and 3 blushes. I think the blushes look really, really pretty. I don't know how I feel about I don't know if this is like the right colors or if like the packaging is good, because I've never seen this movie, but I want to see it. I think I'm gonna try and see it today. My husband is on a work dinner today, so listen, I'll DoorDash, I'll watch High School Musical. It will be a blast. I love the color of that red crayon, because if I don't love these lip tints, But I will say that Colourpop is not above reformulating things if it gets mixed reviews. I want to see if it's the same formula if I do get this in PR. But the red one seems like a bright red, and I know from before that these lip crayons are sheer and glossy. A sheer glossy red lip crayon, honestly, that's the thing from this collection where I'm like, yes. If I'm getting this in PR, I'll make a video. If I'm not getting this in PR, I will put that red crayon on my wish list. Because I feel like that is one of those things that the more I see it, the more I think of it, the more I'm like, I would use that. I would like that. I would use that. So that I am excited about. Colourpop did give me an affiliate code. The affiliate code is Angelica, which it is on most places. You can always find the info down below. You can get $5 off a $20 or more order. If you do use my code, thank you so much. And yeah, we'll see if I get it or not. It is available now. Did you watch the High School Musical? Is it just a movie? Is it more movies? Do I need to dedicate a lot of time to this? Because listen, I started watching Avatar: The Last Airbender when that collection came out because I thought the collection looked so cute. And I was not disappointed. That series turned out to be amazing. And both me and my husband really liked it. And we ended up watching the Korra series as well. So that was not a mistake. That was literally time well spent. I'm just wondering if I'm gonna feel the same about this. Okay, let me know the tea. It's been a hot minute since I heard anything about the Balm, but the Balm is dropping and it's already available. The Balm Cosmetics and Model Ross Voyage collection. Is this a collab? Or is it like, what is Model Ross? Why do I not understand what Model Ross? Okay, so that is, oh, fashion model with 14 million followers, and she looks, I cannot look at people that are this beautiful. It makes me feel bad about myself. Oh, she's gorgeous. Gorgeous. And she has the kind of like, this is not my style when it comes to fashion, but very Instagram model fashion. It's not my style. I think it's so cool on others, but it's not my type of style, but she is gorgeous. But they're coming out with a collection together, and it is a face palette, a lippy trio, and a powder thing. It seems to be a palette that's like 6 eyeshadows and 2 products for the cheeks. It looks cute. I don't hate it. I'm happy to see the Balm come back. I don't love, it's not my favorite when they put cheek products together with eye products because I feel like it limits who it fits. But at least they didn't put a bronzer in. As long as it's not a bronzer, I'll let it slide. It's not my favorite. It's when you put a bronzer in that you're literally telling people that, yeah, this whole thing is for these skin tones. Not you, these. Oh, there's another collab. This is between Sigma and Shayla. I don't know much about Shayla for some reason. I'm not following her, but oh, I remember back in the heydays 2018, she was everywhere. And now I'm like, I haven't heard anything about her for a bit, but she's releasing a brush set with Sigma, and these brushes look amazing. Such good shapes. And I love the handles with the black, the all black with the orange and the pink. Oh, I'm so warm. I thought I put the AC on, but now I'm like, did I? Because I am sweaty. I think this looks beautiful. It is already available. I don't know if you can use a code or not. My code with Sigma is Angelica. You can try it, but usually when it comes to influencer things like this, you cannot use a code, which is of course totally fine. But I will link it down below. I think this set looks beautiful. Let's talk about this upcoming powder as well from Charlotte Tilbury. I feel like this is like something that, I don't want to say leaked, but I feel like someone is showing this and you can see like there's a dinner table in the background. So I'm wondering if Charlotte Tilbury had some kind of an influencer lunch or dinner and they were showing this product and someone popped it on their stories. This is the airbrush powder from Charlotte Tilbury in a translucent or transparent shade. The packaging, the front of the packaging seems like a mix between, I don't know, Victoria's Secret Angels and a holiday packaging. Everything that gets sneak peeked or announced around this time of year is probably 9 times out of 10 a holiday release. So this might be part of a holiday release. I'm not interested in the translucent powder, not even a little bit. This isn't going to be for me, but maybe there are people out there that are like, yes, this is exactly what I've been looking for. Maybe you'll be happy. I'm going to opt out. I don't need this in my collection. It's not something that I'm looking to get. Oh, I forgot to tell about the Colourpop is coming up with hair products. I don't know much about this. It seems to be these kind of semi-permanent hair dyes in like bright colors. I honestly think that this is a genius move. Makeup Revolution did it, Lime Crime did it. Why wouldn't Colourpop do it? Makes total sense, fits the brand. I would have been, listen, if you have been on my channel for a really long time, you know that in the beginning of my channel I had purple, I had blue, I had pink hair, I had like lilac hair. Like I've tried a lot of colors, and had this come out then, I would have thrown myself at it. Literally just catch me. Like that would have been me towards this launch. Today, I'm not experimenting. This is my real hair color, the one you see up here. I'm a dark blonde. This is not highlights, it's grays. We are where we are, but I don't think it's a bad idea. I honestly think it's super smart, and I think that there is a lot of people out there that are looking for semi like permanent dyes that you can use and buy from. I honestly totally makes sense. I don't need it, and it's only because where I am now in my life. But again, had this been 5-6 years ago, I would have been, you know, screaming in such a high pitch that only the dogs could hear it. Makeup by Mario has said that he's releasing another shade of his Moisture Glow Plumping Lip Serums every Monday for the rest of the summer. Someone told me that summer is until September. I don't know. If so, we have a couple of Mondays left. This Monday it was Cinnamon Glow. I didn't buy this one because this was very, very similar to the Honey Glow, the one that I bought that I still haven't tried. It's in a box over here of like testing new makeup that I'm gonna film soon. But yeah, I don't need another brown shade, and I like the Honey Glow shade more because it's leaning a little bit more on the warm side. But I still think that this looks beautiful, and honestly, these pictures could sell me anything. I can't believe I forgot to talk about this Natasha Denona upcoming collection that is called the My Dream Collection. Somehow this slipped through when I was talking about these new makeup releases, but I will say we haven't really seen or heard much about this collection, other than I think that the brand themselves sneak peeked this or leaked the collection beforehand. At this point, like, do we even know if it's a leak or a sneak peek? Because the brand themselves put out sponsored content with this collection. I'm guessing someone pressed the wrong button. But anyways, this picture was leaked by the brand themselves. It seems like it's Natasha Denona's own dream collection. And it is a palette with eyeshadows, a face palette, and there seems to be some lip products. I do like that the face palette doesn't have a bronzer, because I feel like it's so limiting when you're only releasing one face palette and it has a bronzer. I prefer that it is blush and highlighters only because it does stretch over more skin tones. I don't know if these are creams or powders. We'll know in the future, I guess. I feel like the lip colors are indeed the kind of colors that Natasha Denona herself wears. If you've ever seen the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude lip formula, you know that there is a shade that is called Natasha, and that is after the owner of the brand herself. Like, that is her shade. So if you're ever wondering why it's called Natasha, it's because it's her shade. And I feel like this shade looks fairly similar to that. It's going to be interesting to see the thoughts behind this palette. I feel like I heard a lot of people saying that they felt like this looked like the retro palette. I personally don't think that this looks like the retro palette. I feel like this looks like a redone version of the Star palette, and I don't know if the Star palette is still available, but that is what I thought when I saw this. It looks like there is a multichrome in this palette. I don't see why they would otherwise show it in the pan like this. I'm guessing this is a, you know, the typical green to pink to gold. I'm thinking it's that. I don't hate this color story. It seems to be a nudes with a twist with mauves and purples, which is very much indeed what Natasha seems to go with. I really hope though that the brand doesn't take the same turn as Pat McGrath has, where it's like, oh, another burgundy palette, another like, just don't do the same thing as Pat McGrath has done. I really hope not, but I don't hate the palette, and I really do think that this will probably be a super huge hit. I'm thinking that this is probably their holiday collection that got leaked early. I'm guessing this is coming in September. This is me taking somewhat qualified guesses based on what I've seen in the past. I actually kind of like the packaging. I like the white with the black. I think it looks very like 90s, but make it today. I don't hate that at all. I will be picking this up because I love Natasha Denona's formula and I want to review it. Had it been another brand, probably not, because I'm not the biggest fan of neutrals, but I do really like her formula, so I will be picking this up as soon as it is available. We'll talk about it again in the future when they're making like the actual announcement, because like I said, I'm guessing that this was leaked, and I'm guessing that this is the holiday collection of 2022 for Natasha Denona. Feel like they had some colorful palettes this year. I mean, they had that mini crush palette for Valentine's Day, which was very colorful, and they also had the pastel palette that was also very colorful. So I don't think it's like horrible that they're releasing a neutral palette. I mean, we all need some balance, right? But yeah, I just wanted to talk about this a bit because I feel like it was odd for me to jump over it. I didn't mean to, it just happened. I noticed it now when I was editing. I was like, bitch, where's the Natasha Denona? But yeah, I am intrigued in this collection, and we'll talk more about it once it has been properly announced. But let me know what you think about this collection. Let's end with talking about some upcoming releases from Bella Beauté Bar. They're coming up with a collaboration with M. Jones, and they are doing this eyeshadow palette that also has like these water activated liners in there. These look very, very beautiful. It's called Celestial Garden. It has like some dark shades, it has some light shades, it has some, like I said, some liners, it has some like shimmers, and it looks really, really pretty. I haven't seen any swatches yet. I am so swamped with eyeshadow palettes, so I will not be able to review this. But they also did reveal that they're releasing a highlighter palette, and a highlighter palette that I can squeeze in. It's easier for me to review. It takes so long for me to review an eyeshadow palette, and highlighter palette, I can put that on every time I do my makeup. It's so much easier. And this is a duochrome eyeshadow palette, and it's like the Oracle Chrome highlighter palette. It is launching on the 26th, but my package is actually out for delivery, which is so I'm so grateful. They asked me like, do you have time to review this? Like, do you want me to I love that, because then I can opt out and not take up space on smaller indie brands PR list when it's something that I just know that I won't have time to review, because their PR lists are so small, and I don't want to be taking up free product and taking up space when I just do not have the time. And I told them like, I don't think I'll have time for an eyeshadow palette because I have a couple here that I still am not done reviewing. And they were like, how about a highlighter palette? And she sent me a link, and I was like, oh, I can squeeze in a highlighter palette. So she actually sent it to me. I am going to include it in a new video. It is an upcoming palette. It looks really pretty. It's coming, yeah, the 26th, so the end of August. I think that this looks very promising. I will forever love a duochrome colored highlighter. Listen, I didn't grow out of that. I didn't grow out of the highlighter phase. I didn't grow out of the colored highlighter. I still think it's beautiful, and it's so perfect on the eyes as well. So I will be reviewing this one. I think I have a call with them as well. I'm fairly sure it's Angelica. Will put it down below. But yeah, this one looks really beautiful. And I think the packaging looks stunning as well. I think the other palette looks beautiful too. And I wish M. Jones all the success with the palette. And I really hope that they find some really talented creators to showcase that palette that has a little more time than I do. But yeah, I will link all of that down below. I think it looks beautiful. Let's just have a quick peekity peek so that nothing has been announced while I'm sitting here. Nothing that I can see right now. Let's call it quits. And I can go... And maybe I'll watch High School Musical with lunch, because I'm reheating some pasta from yesterday. Maybe I'll actually sit down and watch the movie now. That could be fun. And if you're into indie makeup, I actually had an indie release review on Monday with 2 different eye tutorials. I had one on Thursday, which is your yesterday, where I did also a new indie release and 2 different eye looks. And I'm gonna have one tomorrow with another indie release with 2 different eye looks. So I actually had 6 eyeshadow tutorials this week. If you want to get some inspiration, if you want to watch more indie makeup, that's where it's at. And like I said, tomorrow's going to be a bonus video, and I'm doing my live tomorrow, so check my community tab for more info, and I will see you then. I hope you're having an absolutely amazing Friday, and I will see you in upcoming videos. Bye.